creations through many yugas, etc. He can remember all of them. That's what he says to Arjuna. I can remember all of them. You cannot. How many here remember all their past births? Because you've had a few thousand. I mean, you know that, right? How many remembers all of them? No. So these are simple proofs. We are one with God, but we are not God. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that his appearance, birth, and activities are all transcendental, and that one who understands them factually becomes immediately eligible to be transferred to the spiritual world. No, it can't be that easy. It is that easy. But what does he mean when he says understands them factually? You also have the faith. You have to have the faith behind the belief. You can't just say, oh yeah, well, I can see why God may be transcendental. Janma karma chime divyam evam yo vejitatvadaha chakva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti sa Arjuna. That's it. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities does not come back to this world again. Comes to me. It's that easy. But you must believe it in every molecule of your being. You must have that conviction. You can't go out? I'm not sure. That won't do it. Prabhupada says, I listen to Krishna book a lot. Actually, I listen to Krishna book all night long. When I sleep and when I wake up, it's Krishna book. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing it now for I don't know how many years, but I've been doing it. So I'm trying to program that dense mind of the mind. Prabhupada therein says the Lord's appearance or birth is not like that of the ordinary man or woman who is forced to accept a material body according to the past deeds, karma. He appears out of his own sweet pleasure. When the time was mature for the appearance of the Lord, the planets and constellations became very auspicious. The astrological influence of the star known as Rohini was predominant. That means the moon in the sky was in Rohini, in the sign of Vrishabha, Taurus. Right? This star is considered to be very auspicious and is under the direct supervision of Lord Brahma. Besides the proper situation of the stars, there are auspicious and inauspicious moments due to the different planetary positions. And that's the science of astrology, or Jyotish, in the Vedic system. At the time of Krishna's birth, the planetary positions were automatically adjusted so that everything became auspicious. Is that easy to do, automatically adjust? No. It is doing Vedic astrology or Jyotish now for 47 years, and there is no adjustment. You just got to catch the right thing at the right time. That's got to do. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who resides within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, his mother. Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, Krishna Paksha Ashtami. He appeared in the Yadu dynasty, as we know, which is in the hierarchy of the moon. You know what that means? Every avatar takes birth in the hierarchy. It's the line, it's the family line of one of the planets. And Krishna takes birth in Chandravanks, moon dynasty. Ram takes birth in Surya Vansh, sun dynasty. Nrisimha takes birth through Mangal Vansh, Mars dynasty. Okay? And so on. So Krishna has an exalted moon in Taurus at the time of his birth. Now, this is Krishna's birth chart. Apparently, it's very hard to take modern day astrological apps or programs and calculate something that happened in 3112 BCE. They're not set up for that, I assure you. According to some scholars, I've been investigating this for some, as you can imagine, over the years. Krishna was born on Friday. Which planet rules Friday? Venus, Shukra. And who's the god of love? Krishna. Of course. July 27th, using our calculation, which of course back then they never used, 3122, sorry, I said the other thing wrong. 3122 BCE, at 11:40 p.m. Mathura time, Mathura, India. Now it says in the Shastra he's born around midnight. Is it 11:40 p.m. around midnight? Yes, it is. And in Jyotish, if you are born within a muhurta on either side of midnight or noon, you are what? You are a Raj or a Reina. You are a king or a queen. So 48 minutes on either side of midnight or noon. And the king has arrived. How many of you were born like this? Or don't you know? I was. Matter of fact. Anyway, not much of a king, but I have that birth. Now, what's interesting about our friend Krishna, he has moon on the ascendant. I know this is not going to mean much to you. Moon on the ascendant, but moon is Uch. You know what Uch means? As opposed to Nich. Uch means the moon is exalted at the most powerful place it could possibly be. A planet can be exalted in one sign out of 12. You have a 1 in 12 shot of having an exalted planet. 1 in 12 out of the 12 signs. Exalted planets are not rare. Most people do not have them. Even one exalted planet could take a person and lift them very, very high in life. Yep. Moon exalted, Jupiter exalted, Mercury exalted, Saturn exalted, Mars exalted. Well, who is this guy? Oh, this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not bad. Haribol. So, when you, because I've talked to thousands of people and looked at thousands of these over the years. When a person has one exalted planet, that is their strongest planet. I'm sorry, I'm kind of diverting here, but I hope you don't mind. And if you utilize that energy, if you know that, what that means and what it represents, and what it gives you in this lifetime, and you follow that, or you utilize it, you put it to work for you, you can go to the top of whatever it is it represents that you do, or you are, or you give to others in the world. Yeah? If you have two choices, if you have three, you're an outstanding human being. You are not average. Then you get into 4, 5, or 6. That's when the Godhead comes down. You can see it with Ram as well. You can see it if you study. So, okay. We'll leave it at that for now. Go on that, but that's Krishna. The planets at the time of the appearance of Lord Krishna confirmed that the child born at that auspicious moment was the supreme Brahman, or the absolute truth. Vasudeva, his father, he saw this wonderful child, a baby born. How did he see? Krishna with 4 hands holding a conch, chakra, chakra, gada, padma. Conch, the chakra, club, and the lotus. It was decorated with the mark of Sri Vatsa on the chest, which represents who? Goddess of fortune, Lakshmi. Wearing a jeweled necklace of the Kaustubha stone engraved with the beautiful calf. That's the Kaustubha stone. Kaustubha money. He was dressed in yellow silk, appearing dazzling in a bright black, like a bright blackish cloud. Wearing a helmet, his chest bedecked with the Vaidurya stone. What does the Vaidurya stone do that no other stone does? You know? It changes colors. That's what it does. Which stone do you wear that changes colors? Opal sometimes does. But I think this is a step beyond opal. Which can transform itself into many colors. Valuable bracelets, shark-shaped earrings, you know his makra earrings, and similar other ornaments all over his body, and beautified by the abundance of hair on his head. Due to the extraordinary features of the child, Vasudeva was struck with wonder. How could a newborn be so decorated? Ladies, those of you who have given birth, can you imagine a child coming out of your room with all that stuff on? I think, oh, please don't do this. No, I'm teasing. He could therefore understand that Lord Krishna now appeared, and he became overpowered by the vision. This was predicted by Narada Muni, or, well, Ashirita Bhak, a voice in the sky. At the wedding, right, of his mother and father. So he says, the sunshine cannot, here it is, sorry. Vasudeva said, one has to understand your appearance with great intelligence because the material energy is also emanating from you. You are the original source of material energy, just as the sun is the source of the sunshine. The sunshine cannot cover the sun globe, nor can the material energy. Being an emanation from you, it cannot cover you. You appear to be in the 3 modes of material energy, but actually the 3 modes of material energy cannot influence you. That's another difference between us and God. Yeah. We fall under the influence of Maya, or the 3 modes of material nature. And we become illusioned by what we experience in this world. This does not happen. It never happens to God as an avatar Devaki, after this prayer, Vasudeva Devaki, the mother of Krishna, also offered prayers. She was very frightened because of her brother's atrocities. Her brother had already killed how many of her children?
6.
7. Well, with the 17th was Durga. So, Sister Durga, she escaped. She came up, frightened him, said, "Excuse me, you won't be dashing me against the stone." But he'd already killed many of them. So that's why she was afraid. She said, "My dear Lord, your eternal forms like Narayan, Ram, Hayashirsha, Varaha, Nrsimha, Vaman, Baladev, and millions of similar incarnations emanating from Vishnu are described in the Vedic literature as original, because you are original because of all your forms and incarnations that are outside material creation." Okay. You are not limited to a particular form, only all such transcendental eternal forms are self-sufficient. From this, I can understand that you are the Supreme Lord. So that's what they were dealing with there. After assuming material form, a jiva, or conditioned soul, as we are, is subjected to the 3 modes of material nature, as we said, and acts accordingly to continue his existence in the material world. While he is wrapped in such ignorance, his natural opulences become almost extinct. Important point. The opulences of the Supersoul or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, are never diminished, although he appears within this material world. He maintains all opulences and perfections in full while keeping himself above all the tribulations of this material world. The conditioned soul becomes entangled in the material world. And when he exits, when the avatar or God or Krishna exits, it is as simple as a snake shedding the skin. This is a statement from the Vedas. Reincarnation is simply a soul caught in a web of his own making, causing him to forget his true nature. When one recognizes the futility of serving the ego or trying to make oneself the center of the universe, then one gradually turns his glance back to self, capital S, and begins his journey back home, back to the spiritual realm, where the loving will of God, not the perverted will of the paltry ego, reigns supreme. Did you get that one? It's kind of a mouthful. So that's how it works. So how many of you are enjoying the web you have spun and are caught up in this particular lifetime? Oh, one lady here. There's got to be another truthful person around here. Yes, sometimes I enjoy it and sometimes I don't. Yes, I am. So it says, our opulences become almost extinct. Very interesting. Let's look at that. Aishvarya smagrasya viryasya yashasa shriya jnana vairagya yushchapi shanam bhaga itingana. What did we just say there? How many opulences does the Godhead have? 6. Those are them. Aishvarya, wealth. Who's the wealthiest? Krishna. Aishvaryasya samagrasya virya. Who's the most powerful? Who is Allahu Akbar? Krishna. That's virya. Viryasya, yashasa, fame. Who's the most famous person within and outside of the universe?
Krishna.
Viryasya, yashasa, Shri. Who is the most beautiful of them all?
Krishna.
Yes, Krishna. When you read the effect Krishna had, he comes to Mathura. How old was he? He and Balaram Akrura came to get him by invitation of King Kans, who had stolen the throne. There's not too much of that going on in modern day world. Let's steal the throne. Let's steal the seat of power and kill off the people and steal from them and make them miserable. Is there any of that going on nowadays? I think so. So he entered Mathura, he and Baladeva, and walked through the streets, and everybody came out to see them. The women, it states that they didn't have time to do themselves up properly, and they would put on one earring and forget the other, or put in this little bit of makeup and forget the other piece of makeup, and half dressed, so to speak. I don't mean that in the wrong way, but then came out on the balconies just to get the darshan of Krishna and Balaram. Overwhelmed with their beauty. What to speak of the gopis. Yeah. So,
Tyaga, renunciation. Tyaga, renunciation.
Renunciation, yeah. Jnana, Vairagya. Those are the other two. Jnana knows everything. What doesn't he know? Knows everything. And Vairagya. Detachment, renunciation. What? You can't love here? You can't love anybody? You must be detached? No. You can love, but you can't be attached. That's the difference. You can't cling to your loved ones at the point of death. No. Because if you do, you'll be back. We had a journey together. You go out, I don't know, you go out and have your picnic, you go out in the evening, whatever you do with your friends, yeah? Or in the daytime, whatever it may be. And we all have a nice time together, yeah? And then it comes to an end. Because everything in this world, everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And if you think it doesn't, you're in complete delusion. Everything comes to an end. And what do you say to your friends? Well, you hug or you thank you. You know, we had a wonderful day together. Let's do it again soon. And you walk away. Everything comes to an end. And just appreciate what you had, what it was, what you learned, what it gave you, what you gave it, what you give to other people, and how you are making the world a better place simply by being here. You're raising your consciousness. You're trying to become better people. You're trying to get close to God, your maker, your creator. How valuable is that for the rest of us? That's the most valuable thing. Even if you just are quiet and don't do much, it's still the most valuable thing. Because why? Because of the vibration that you're putting out to everyone. Yeah? God is complete in all 6 opulences. He's the most powerful, he's the most wealthy, he's the most famous, etc. But this says, when the living being is wrapped in such ignorance, his natural opulences become almost extinct. Well, wait a second. Aren't you part and parcel of God? Isn't God in your heart? Isn't your soul a part of God? Your soul is eternal. God is eternal. Your body is temporary, but your soul doesn't die. Proof positive that you have the same opulences as the Godhead. But here, in this world, almost extinct. Oh, I can't do anything. I have nothing to offer. No one cares about me. No one's interested in who I am and what I do. Well, with an attitude like that, what contribution are you going to make? I mean, really. I'm not telling you to become egocentric and think you're better than everybody, think you're superior. Not at all. We're here to serve. We all know that. But you have to give yourself some value in terms of what you're here to offer and allow yourself to do it. You must give yourself permission to become whom? To become you. Oh, that is a good question. How many of you have, in this lifetime, as we sit today, given yourself permission to become you in this lifetime? So far. 1, 2.
In process.
What?
In process.
Okay, in process. 3, 4. 4 out of 10,000. I mean, come on. There's got to be more. When will you do it? When will you do it? What are you waiting for? Someone else to give you permission? Ah, good luck. Did your mother give you permission? Did your father give you permission? They don't always, do they? When I was a child, I've told you this before, I was adopted. I went out of the womb into the orphanage. That's where I went, 6 months. Then I got adopted. And my adopted mother, when I was a child, I used to look at her and go, whatever she tells you, just do the opposite and you'll be fine. When I was a child. And that was really good advice. And I followed it. Wasn't easy because she was constantly around me. She never gave me permission to be me. I had to do that for myself. And many of you have to too, correct? So, because if you don't, then your opulences, your knowledge, your potential for wealth, for success, for fulfillment, for increasing your beauty doesn't have to be physical. There are many, many beautiful people who are not physically beautiful. They project their beauty into the world. Have you met any people like this? Of course you have. And some of them might be very close to you. And to be around them is a joy. To be around them is a pleasure. So, why do we not have all these opulences? That's the point. If Krishna has them, what? No, I don't want none of you to have them. They're all mine. You think Krishna talks like that? I think not. If you read the Krishna book, it's essentially 10th canto, the Bhagavad. Krishna shared everything with everybody. Did he not? Of course he did. Is that not an expression of love? I think so. Okay. See, I like to digress at times. I've got more notes than I could possibly use in a lifetime, but hey, just make sure I'm covered here. When Krishna was on earth, he left behind 4 excellences. I think that's how they said it, left behind. His incarnation was very distinctive compared to other incarnations. He left behind 4 excellences, is how Prabhupada translated it. Number one, he was more pure than the Ganga and the Ganges. The Ganga stems from the toes of Vishnu in the spiritual world, cracks through the outer covering of the universe, and flows down from the heavenly planets, from Brahmaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, etc., down here to the earthly planets, all the way down. And if you bathe in the Ganga, as we know, you will clear, I don't know how much karma, heaps of your karma will be taken off of you. The burden of that karma will be cleansed. Or sip a little Ganga water. I have some at home. But when Lord Krishna, the Supreme Vishnu, appeared in the family of the Yadu dynasty, due to his intimate association with that dynasty, the whole family not only became very famous, did they? Well, Krishna was on earth, very famous, highly influential, but also became more effective in purifying others in the waters of the Ganga. Well, that's definitely true of Krishna himself. Right? Bestower of, number 2, bestower of liberation. Who got liberated around Krishna? Krishna is the bestower of 5 kinds of liberation. You know all of them, I'm sure you do. Both the devotees and the demons who were busily trying to kill him. How many were trying to kill him? I mean, who can count? If you want to count all the armies that Jarasandha had, Jarasandha attacked him 18 times. And the first time he brought, 20, was it 23 and 15, better look at this. I don't want to say it wrong. Yeah, 23 Akshauhinis. An Akshauhini is a division of combatants made up of foot soldiers, charioteers, cavalry, horseback people, and rathis, charioteers, I said that, and elephants. That's 4. And if there were 23 Akshauhinis, each Akshauhini has 218,000 combatants. 218,000 times 23 equals 5,014,000 combatants. And it's described as if the ocean was coming in off the ocean like a tsunami and about to cover them all. So Krishna, he had his, Krishna and Balaram, they had their Akshauhinis. He didn't have anything close to that number. And Krishna single-handedly, well, not single-handedly, he and Balaram, he killed them all off, the enemy, all of them. The only one they left alive was Jarasandha. And Balaram arrested him. Krishna says, no, let him go. Let him go. They did that 17 times. I don't think they had the same number of Akshamini 17 times. You know? So, why am I telling you this? Let me get back to the point. 5 stages of liberation. Sayujya, merging into the oneness. Just like they say in Advaita philosophy. You can merge into the oneness of God, into the energy. Right? And you lose your what? Your identity. You become one with them. Both the devotees and the demons achieve the same result, which is Sayujya Mukti, merging into the oneness. So whenever he would kill one of these combatants or demons, Krishna or Balaram, the soul would come out, and others, apparently a lot of people could see it traveling through, and it would enter Krishna. Or Balaram, mostly Krishna. Salokya is the second stage of liberation, means you get to stay on the same planet as the personality of Godhead. So you get to live on that planet. That one sounds pretty good. Any takers? Third one. Sarupya means one gets the same four-handed bodily form as Lord Narayan. Four-handed form. Eye tight. Extra 2 hands would come in real handy, would it not? How many times did you wish you had 2 more hands? Because these other 2 were full. Right? I think that'd be great. What they have 8 or more? That'd be so. I don't know where you put them all though. Then Samipya, one gets a chance to stay in close association with the Lord. Now that one sounds really, really good to me. Just be with them. Close association. And what can I do for you, Mark? What do you need? I can do that for you. What do you want me to go and get for you? Do you want me to have words with that wife of yours? She giving you a hard time. Well, you've got that. So it would be nice. Sarshti, the last one gets the same opulences as the Supreme Lord possesses. Where are your opulences, my friends? You deserve them. So, the liberation of becoming one with the Supreme was given to demons like Kamsa, whom Krishna and Balaram killed, whereas the gopis were given the chance to associate with him personally. The gopis kept their individuality in order to enjoy the company of Krishna. You want to lose your individuality, or do you want to keep your individuality as a person? You won't be this person who you are in this lifetime, but that soul inside of you, your eternal identity, that's what you'll be. Isn't it nicer to have a give and take? And how do I normally say it? Forget it. A reciprocal loving relationship with God, face to face. When you love someone, one of your parents, your child, your loved one, your partner, your spouse, a friend, isn't the joy in being with them and exchanging that love? What gives you more joy in this world than that? Buying something from the shops? New piece of clothing? Does that give you more joy than that? Than your connections to the people whom you love around you? No. It doesn't. The gopis kept their individuality to enjoy the company of Krishna, but Kamsa was accepted into his impersonal Brahmajyoti, Sayuja Mukti. Kamsa would spend his how many years trying to kill him off. In other words, both the demons and the gopis were spiritually liberated, But because the demons were enemies and the gopis were friends, the demons were killed and the gopis were protected. I don't want Krishna to kill me. And, okay, what did I just do there? Oh, here I am. Number 4. The glory and potency. No. I missed the Lakshmi. Yeah, that's right. Number 3, in the excellences of Krishna. Lakshmi, goddess of fortune. She never abandoned Krishna. You know Lakshmi. What's that name they have for her? She comes, she goes, she might stick around, she might not. Depends what mood she's in. What is it? Chanchala. That's what it is. If you can keep her in your life, lifetime after lifetime, you're doing pretty good, right? And all your bills are paid, and everything you need you have, and your larder is full of food, and your fridge is full of food, and your garden has beautiful plants growing in it. Is everybody growing veg these days? Because you need to. The way it's going, you better get a veg patch. Better get an allotment and grow some veg. I think our friend Manu is trying to organize some of that. Are you not, my friend? Yeah, I think so. But it's important. Okay, so Lakshmi remained always engaged in the service of the Lord, even though the Lord gave more preference to the gopis. Did he not? Nevertheless, Lakshmi remained faithful to Krishna, although she generally does not remain in one place very long, even if worshipped by demigods like Rama and Shiva or Indra. Okay, number 4, glory and potency of the holy name. That's what's significant for us. It is stated in the Vedic literature that by chanting the different names of the Lord, Vishnu's Sahasranam, 1,000 names. Lord Ram, you chant Ram, 3 times. Vishnu's name is once, Ram 3 times, and Krishna's name, Vishnu's name 1,000 times. Ram 3 times, Krishna once. You get the same benefit. Right? So it means the holy name of Krishna is most powerful. The Vedic literature therefore specifically stresses the chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So simple. Every day. Go back down, chant, focus, and do nothing but chant. But you say, yeah, I'm too busy, I have to do this, I have a responsibility. What? Still chant. It's okay. Right? Lord Chaitanya introduced this chanting of the holy name in this age, thus making liberation far more obtainable than in other ages. Okay, that's what Prabhupada gave us. And the last one, excellences of Krishna, number 5, the power to surrender to Krishna's lotus feet. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that simply by surrendering unto Krishna one can accomplish all the principles of Dharma. Dharma, religion or spirituality, and also duty and obligation. In the Vedic literature, there are 20 kinds of religious principles mentioned, and each of them is described in different shastras, different books. But Krishna is so kind to the fallen conditioned souls in this age of Kali, the age of conflict, corruption, and hypocrisy, that he personally appeared and asked everyone to give up all kinds of dharma and simply surrender unto him. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo Abhyo Mokshayami Masucha. Stop worrying. Stop fretting. What are you worried about? What do you think? What do you think Krishna wants? He wants you home. Why do you roam through all these lifetimes? Endlessly, aimlessly. What are you looking for? Did you find it yet? This is a long, long journey, long trek. It's not easy. So Krishna says, just never mind all this. Just come. Surrender to me. I'll take care of you. Is he fudging the truth? Is he lying? Is he talking out of his hat? I don't think so. So? You say, oh, I'll give you this, Krishna. Oh, why don't you give me that? Oh, no, I couldn't give you that. I'm still attached to that. Getting a lot of enjoyment out of that thing. How will I take you if you won't come? How will I help you if you will not bow down? How can I save you if you will not surrender to me? I promise you, if you do your part, I will do mine. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that I won't do. When Akrura was taking Krishna and Balaram to Mathura, and Krishna and Balaram had to fight professional wrestlers in a contest, in a tournament. Big grown men who've been wrestling for all their lives. Krishna was 11. Balaram was 12. Can you imagine? Yo, this is how we'll get them. You know, and as soon as the audience, the crowd, saw these big guys, twice as big as Krishna and Balaram, that are going to wrestle with, you know, when you see it, if you like wrestling and fighting in MMA or whatever you like, you want to see people that are matched. You don't want to see a big guy killing a little guy. It's not nice. No one, you know. So anyway, Krishna and Balaram were taken by Akrura. They stopped at the Yamuna, and Akrura had a bath, or he took a bath, and when he was in the water, he did his prayers, and Vishnu appeared under the water to him, etc., etc. And Krishna and Balaram were sitting in the chariot. And then when he got out of the water and he approached the chariot, Akrura, Krishna said, tell me, Akrura, did you see anything wonderful when you were in the water? And he's thinking of all the wonderful things he saw with Vishnu and all the demigods and all offering prayers and, you know, the whole Aishvarya presentation of the Godhead. And Akrura looked at Krishna, and you know what he said? He said, one who knows Krishna knows everything. And one who has seen Krishna, as he looked at him, has seen everything. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you for your kind attention. Keep looking. Keep seeing. Questions? I went too long, huh? You're all half asleep. One.
Just use Dasa and Krishna's so amazing examples and quotations as well, and realizations. And there was one point which struck me a lot was when you ask people about giving themselves permission to be themselves. Could you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, sure.
Can you repeat the question, please? I didn't hear what it said.
The question is, you said something about giving yourself permission to become yourself. Could you elaborate more on that? This is something I say quite frequently when I speak to my astrological clients. Because in the chart you can see what the potential is. And then they'll tell you what they do and what they hope to do or what they have accomplished. And you can see whether they're where they want to, where they need to be, where they could be. We get programmed from childhood, in case you hadn't noticed. If it's positive programming and it inspires you, enlightens you, and encourages you, which it should be, but it isn't always. And I give this example that, I'll look at the chart and I'll say, oh, I see your father was very critical. Yeah. So you couldn't really do anything right, could you? No. And before long, you didn't feel worthy, you didn't feel good enough. And who do I think I am? Yes, I felt like that. So that voice of your father, now you're grown, you have your own house. You're married, you have children, sometimes. The voice is here, still there. It's just gone back. You're the voice now. Criticizing yourself or coming up with all the reasons why you don't deserve or you're not good enough. How can you become who you are or realize your potential if you keep putting yourself down and convincing yourself you don't deserve it or you're not good enough? Let me ask you, if any of us were with Krishna for, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do you think we would feel like that? Even remotely? We would be filled with joy. I mean, we'd be falling to pieces and picking ourselves up again and renewing who we are and finally seeing who we are. We're connected to Him. I forgot that. I keep forgetting. He's my father. Who's your father? You mean this gentleman here that gave you birth and this? No. It's Krishna. What do you mean, your temporary father or your eternal father? The one who truly loves you and keeps waiting for you lifetime after lifetime because you are otherwise engaged. You have to give yourself the recognition. It has nothing to do with ego. Ego means, oh, I'm better than this one. That's ego. We're not talking about it. Go look in the mirror when you get home and tell yourself how wonderful you are. And give yourself a reason for it, or a couple of reasons. I mean, don't talk out of your hat. Say, you know why you're wonderful? Let me tell you why you're wonderful. You could be more wonderful. if you did this and this, if you stopped listening to that person or that person. And why did you take that job anyway? You're miserable there. What's wrong? Go look in the mirror. And then, when you finish talking, look at her, look at him and say, yeah, I love you. I love you. More importantly, Krishna. Now, today, you give yourself permission to become. Is that cool? Ankota Das.
When the soul enters a new or a foreign body, the foreign body or new body carries with it forgetfulness. That's why we don't remember.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Can you explain that?
Why we have forgetfulness? Because our head got squeezed out of a tight birth canal, that's why. We're not supposed to remember. Can you imagine if you were like the king or the queen last life? Yeah, what? Who was it? What happened? Like teasing, but it would, you know, you have enough trouble managing this lifetime. Can you imagine if you had all these memories coming in from the previous lifetimes? I mean, talk about your brains getting scrambled. It's hard enough here as it is. Unless you want to disagree, that's fine. This is not easy.
With existence is a rule. Some people can remember.
Oh yeah, I had clients that remember. When I met my wife, we're 20 years together this year. We remembered 4 lifetimes together in different circumstances. I mean, that's there. You know where I was last life? Shall I tell you? I was in Srinagar. And I was a Brahmin in my last life, apparently. This was a pretty good film. And in this life, I went, what? What happened? Life before that, I was a Kshatriya. Life before that, I was a Muslim. And life before that, I was a Shudra. What does it matter? Here we are now. Be here now. What are you offering in this lifetime? What are you offering to others? What are you offering to you? What are you offering to Krishna? Are you making offerings? Are you conducting your life in such a way that Krishna goes, oh, I can't wait till she comes. Lives with me. Salokya. Or Samipya. To hang out together. When are you coming? I don't know, Krishna, I'm a little distracted. Yeah, I noticed. When will you come? How long do you make me wait? Now, Krishna says, now, I'm a patient man. But come on, this is getting ridiculous. Many lifetimes. All I do is hang out in your heart. And I'm the Sakshi. I'm the witness. I want to participate. I don't want to just watch. You see some game that you like to play, I don't know, you know, football, soccer, whatever you guys like to play. You want to sit on the sideline? No, you want to get on the field, on the pitch, and play. I want to play. Oh, come in, you come in, play. You stand there. So we used to do it. In Canada, we would, of course, we'd freeze the water, skate on the ice, but we'd also go out on the street in the snow, and we'd play on the street, because the street was flat, and you know, we Cars, we would shout, car would come, we'd go off to the side of the street, and we'd keep playing hockey. That's what you do in Canada.
Hari.
Huh? Prabhu,
Krishna. Thank
how do you
you.
go?
So, like when Krishna is killing the demons, they are also getting liberation.
Yeah, so you jump.
So
They are emerging.
why is that? Like why demons, are given?
This is Leela. This is Krishna's Leela. How many demons has Krishna killed in the spiritual world?
0.
0. None. So he comes down here and he has this pastime. Does he actually kill anybody? No, not really. That's like a stage play, but it's done on her, Why does he do that? I don't know. Apparently he enjoys it. It's the Leela. Different avatars have different Leelas, don't they? Don't you want to be in his Leela? Whatever Leela it is. Why, I don't want to be the demon, but nor do you. But it's like, somebody's going to put on a playhouse, and they're going to do casting for the play. And you can go read the lines and see if you can get a part. And if they cast you, then off you go. You're going to turn into this person, sometimes a good person. And if you listen to some of these actors, they always make me play a good person, the sympathetic soul. But this time I got to play the bad guy. It's far more fun. That's what they say. Some of them. It's more fun to play the bad guy. I don't know. Krishna Lila. So you can be Shanta Ras, neutrality, Dasya Ras, servant, Sakya, friend, Vasalya, parent, Madhurya, lover. Those are the 5 rasas. In this lifetime? No. When you become a liberated soul. Let's go. All right? Oh, goodness. I don't want to get in trouble with Sugati. Okay, Prabhus? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I had Krishna here at the beginning, and I had Radha here. And I had Prabhupada right there, opposite. Okay, I'm getting out of your way. Go, tell them what they need to hear. I will serve them through you. Just get out of the way. Invite them. Take the reins of my chariot, Krishna. I don't know how to drive this chariot. You take the reins. And I'll go where you go, and I'll do what you want me to do. And what happens at the end? Victory. How many times did Arjuna falter during the 18 days of the battle, what to speak of right at the beginning? How many times did Arjuna falter? I've been reading the Mahabharata again lately. He faltered on many occasions. We're human. We falter. yourself up. Tomorrow is another day. They shot Trump. I don't know what that was exactly. They shot Trump. He stood up. He got him he turned his head. The bullet went through this part of his ear. And he was just the right angle, because if it would have been a millimeter off, it would have been his head. And then he got up in his escort of I don't know how many Secret Service and went. You know how much people love to see that? Courage. You need courage. I'm not saying I'm voting for Trump. Okay. Probably wouldn't vote for either of them, but. Okay, my friends. There you go.
Hare Krishna, thank you for those another good round of applause for Duryodana.
Well, if I couldn't do that, I don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't come here to waste your time.
Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.
Anybody can play drum? Anybody can play Majanga?
I can
You can? I think, did somebody pass the Majanga from the back here? Yes. What's next, sir?
Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopi Nacha Makund Radhakund Giri Govardhana Ke Vrindavan Dham Ki Mayapur Dham Ki Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jamuna Maya Ki Ganga Maya Ki Tulsi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ke Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ke Prihat Madanga Transcendental Book Distribution K Niskan Ireland K Go Premanande Glory to the assembled devotees glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shishiguru and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna. So we all can sit for announcements and next part of the program, which is blessing of prayers and then prasad. Hare Krishna, we can be seated. So on behalf of his conductor, I would like to welcome you all with a big Hari Bol. Hari Bol! So especially those who are coming here for the first time. How many of you are coming here for the first time? Hari Bol. So I would like to especially thank you all and welcome you all who are coming here for the first time on behalf of our temple. So I would like to thank our today's sponsor for the feast, Jyoti Mataji and Venkatesh Prabhu. I would like to request you all to chant Hare Krishna Mantra together for seeking blessings. Wait, we will chant double. So to seek blessings from Shri Panchatattva, so that they all and their family, their loved ones will get the blessings from them, so that they all will always be in Krishna consciousness. Let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, if anyone would like to sponsor Sunday program, any Sundays, you can contact us. You can sponsor on occasion of birthday, anniversary, any special day, or without any occasion as well. You can serve all the devotees and all the guests by sponsoring the feast. I would like to announce next week we have very special trip. Where is that trip? Does anybody know about that? In Ishrat Island, Govindudip, Hare Krishna Island. We call that place with different names. It's a non-different Vrindavan in Ireland. So we can visit that place on occasion of 37th anniversary, 38th anniversary celebration of Inishwarat Island Temple. So anyone who would like to join, they can contact Giridhar Prabhu. Giridhar Prabhu is here. You can contact him. He can book your seat. He can provide you the temple account details to send donation of €30 per person for bearing the cost of this trip. The buses will go from the restaurant Govindas, in front of Govindas, and at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. next Sunday, and will be back by 8 p.m. And those who have never been there, I would like to assure you all, you will get a wonderful experience after going there. So let's come, let's go together and celebrate the 38th anniversary. And on that occasion, I would like to request you all to join us, and there will be no Sunday feast program here in the temple because we all are going for the celebration. So after that week, we have very special things, very special occasions. We will be celebrating the annual Rath Yatra festivals in Ireland. But this year it will be very special because till last year we were having only 2 Rath Yatras in this island of Ireland. But from this year we are having 4. Limerick is final. So till now the Limerick Rath Yatra is also final on 27th of July. So 27th of July it will be in Limerick City Hall, Limerick.
It's in the City Council office.
Limerick City Council, and on Sunday, that is 28th of July, the Rath Yatra will be in Cork for the first time. So if you are from Cork or nearby, or if your friends or your knowns living there, you can inform them as well. Or you can also join the Cork Rath Yatra festival, and that will be a very great outing for you all. And the following week, which will be the 3rd of August and 4th of August, we are having Rath Yatra festival in Belfast and Dublin. Hari Bol. Who all are waiting for Dublin Rath Yatra? And who will be attending it for the first time? Yeah. So are you all like eager to see that? It will be a wonderful, wonderful event, wonderful darshans and blessings. Lord will be coming on the streets of Dublin city center. The Rath Yatra will start from Parliament Square, Garden of Remembrance, and most probably, let's pray to Panchatattva and Jagannath Ji that we will get permission to go all the way till Marion Square Park. And then there will be a program, festival program in Marion Square Park for 3 hours from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Rath Yatra will start at 12 noon from Parliament Square. And one more, those who would like to contribute and be a supporter for the Rath Yatras anywhere, like whether it's Limerick or Dublin, they can contact us. We need many supporters. We need supporters in terms of volunteering, your physical efforts for the pleasure of Jagannath and devotees, and we need supporters in terms of Lakshmi as well. So those who want to donate, they are very welcome. We really need your support for conducting this Rath Yatra festival free for everyone. So we are expecting 2,000 guests. So we are preparing prasad for 2,000 people. And we are arranging so many different things. We are bringing cards from all the way from UK. So if you want to contribute in any way, it's most welcome. And one more event, the biggest festival of the year is coming. Shri Krishna Janmashtami Maha Mahotsav. Shri Krishna Janmashtami Maha Mahotsav ki Jai! So we will be celebrating this year Krishna Janmashtami in bigger place. Last year we celebrated at Orla House. This year we are celebrating at Scientology Auditorium, Dublin 24. Hari Bol. So there we have capacity of 1,000 people. They can sit there and more can come and have darshan and then leave with the prasad and blessings. So you all are invited with your friends, family and knowns. Spread the word among your community, among your group, and all the volunteers are also welcome. All the supporters are also welcome for Janmashtami. If you want to be a part of any of the event and become a volunteer, please contact us. You can join our WhatsApp group. We have several different WhatsApp groups for different events volunteers. If you want to take part, just contact us. We will add you in those WhatsApp group. But the most important is you should be in Dublin ISKCON WhatsApp group so that you can get regular updates. If you are not in there, we have QR code just outside in the prasadam area, just on this floor. You can scan the QR code and join the WhatsApp group. Hari Bol. So now we will be.
Sorry, I have a question. For the Janmashtami festival, do we have to get tickets from the?
Yes, very important, very important. So for Rath Yatra and Janmashtami, we are like we can avail free tickets. For Rath Yatra, it's totally free, and you can register on ticketsource.eu. And we are sharing continuously in our WhatsApp groups the link for getting the tickets. It's just free of cost, just for us to prepare adequate number of plates prasad so that everyone should get prasad. For Janmashtami, we are releasing early bird free tickets which are already sponsored by some devotees. So we have 350 first free tickets for the event. We are not charging anyone. After that, you can donate some little amount for the cost of the event. Or if you want to sponsor some tickets for others so that they can get some free tickets, you can contact us. You can sponsor the tickets for others, let's say 50 tickets, 100 tickets, and 100 people can come and join the event for free. So you can contact us. We are not conducting any commercial program. None of those programs is commercial program, it's a spiritual program. But all the program comes with some cost because we are conducting outside on a large scale. So there are so many generous people who support, who donates. So if you want to be one, you can also contact us and to keep all the events free for everyone. Hare Krishna. Now we will be having Narsimha prayers, Narsimha Aarti, and then Prasad. Prasad will be served in the restaurant on ground floor. I would like to request you all kindly maintain cleanliness in the restaurant, because restaurant is also part of temple, and we all have to come together to keep it clean and give it back to the restaurant staff tomorrow. Okay, they will be using it for outside visitors and guests. Okay, and if anyone would like to volunteer for cleaning or distributing prasad or helping in something else, they are also welcome. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Sivaram Prahlad Hare
नरसिंहदेव भगवान की
जय।
भक्त श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की
जय।
गौरविताई हरि हरि बोल।
हरि बोल।